Hello, everyone. It's John, your Indian Cine-MANIAC, with another 10ish-Minute review. As you guys know, the big show is taking the month off, but I'm going to continue to do these 10ish-Minute reviews, and I'm going to do 20ish-Minute reviews with some of the YKY gangs. So I'll have each one on as a guest to talk about some of the remaining viewer choice movies that we have left. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to watch some of these flicks that I'm totally getting into. And as you can see by my attire, today's review is on. Now, I got to explain something to you. I'm going to talk about 2018's Simmba. And this is the kind of dedication I have to you, my loyal viewers. These are my wife's sunglasses. Okay, that's right. And they're prescription. So I'm having real difficulty seeing right now. Okay. But I went with the look because I just love that look that the cops have in the Singham Universe. That alone should get you to subscribe, hit the notification button. And again, for the love of Singham, smash that like button. In fact, what you want to do is jump up and smash it like you're hitting it on the head. Okay. So that's a film. I've already let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to talk about 2018 Simmba. So what happened was I watched Sooryavanshi, which is the fourth film in the Singham universe. And in it was Simmba, a character who I've never seen before. So I wanted to watch Simmba, but it wasn't available for me to stream. So one of our viewers got it to me with subtitles, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for that, and I'm so glad that we're able to do that. So that's the one I'm going to talk about. Now I got to take these off. Yeah, I'll put them back on because I got to tell you something. They look cool. I should have sprayed my hair black. I should have done that, but I didn't. Okay, so now I'll put my regular glasses on. So it's directed by Rohit Shetty. This is his universe. It stars Ravneer Singh, who I saw in Padmavat 83, and obviously was also in Sooryavanshi. Sara Ali Khan, Sonu Sood, who's the bad guy, Ashutosh Rana, who was in War and Pathaan, and of course Akshay, Kumar, and Ajay Devgyn as Singham, who makes an appearance towards the end of the film. It's set in the Singham Universe. You know that because the opening narration is Ajay Devgyn. And we see Simmba, and there's going to be spoilers on this, but it's 2018, so I assume most of you have seen it. And based on the horrific reviews you guys gave this movie, I think you have seen it. I shouldn't say you guys. I'm, based on internet data, movie database, whatever the heck it's called. A lot of bad reviews for this film. So overall, I guess I don't need my glasses for this. I'll get in some details, but I don't worry about it. Okay, overall, what did I think about this movie? I love this universe, and I love the Singham movies, especially Ajay Devgyn as Singham. I think it's a great character. I think it's a lot of fun. And this movie definitely ramps up the goofiness and the over-the-top comedy for most of the film. And his performance, Ravneer, is that his name? Right? Yeah, Ravneer Singh. First of all, I can't even believe it's the same guy because of how over the top his performance is compared to like 83 and Padmavat, especially. So although I really liked it in Sooryavanshi, I think because it was in a smaller dose and it was in contrast to the other two, I thought it got a little annoying after a while. And by annoying, I mean, in these this is hyper reality, right, in this universe, but there's a touch of realism to it, right? And his performance, there was no realism to it for most of the film. Not all, most of the film. So that kind of annoyed me. But once a certain thing happens, the movie takes a completely different turn, and things get far more serious and I would say a little more realistic up until the climax, which is the over-the-top stuff they do at the end of all these movies. And basically, it starts off, he's a young boy, and he sees a cop getting bribed by somebody he knows. And he realizes that in order to have power, you have to be a cop, because that's where you get all the money, people trying to bribe you. And so he's not a very nice character in the beginning. Now, I know that this is a remake of the 2015 film Temper, which starred the guy from RRR. What is it? NT Jr., I think his name is. And I haven't seen him in anything but RRR. So I'm actually going to watch Temper, because the reviews that I saw say it's a far better film than this. Now, look, it's not in the Singham universe, so I'm sure it's going to be a lot different, but I want to see it and compare it to this one. So he realizes that he's a cop on the take. That's the first part of this movie, but he does it with a smile on his face. He's very charming. He wins everybody over. My sister, my mother. So everyone loves him, and they pay him off, and he's working for the head bad guy, getting his cut, although he doesn't know the bad guy's dealing in drugs, or he knows, but he's ignoring it. So this goes on for the first half of the film, and there's an older cop there who really doesn't respect him because he's on the take. He even offers him a piece of the action, and the guy says, I don't want that. That's not what I want. Then a girl, a 19-year-old, she uncovers this whole drug ring. They're using little kids. I'm sorry, Ralph, too much of a recap, I know, but you're gone for a month, so who cares? And she gets caught, and they end up kidnapping her and gang raping her, and she ends up dying from it. Once that happens, then his whole personality changes. It gets far more serious. And I will say that the scene that he does with her in the hospital when she actually died was a pretty amazing scene. And compared to the first half of the movie, it wasn't what I was expecting. Now he is on a mission to put these guys all away who raped her. But then the second half of the movie, and I'm getting a headache from these glasses, so I got to take them off. The second half of the movie becomes a anti-women getting raped in India and people putting up with it. That's almost 3/4 of the film. And the message is over and over and over. Now, at this time, this was 2018, like, based on the data that they use in this film, I guess it was a really big issue. And I think it's an issue that should be addressed, but it definitely took this movie in a completely different direction. So now he's going to take the gang down, and they end up capturing him, and they've got a plastic bag over his head, and they're beating him up, and he's defiant. He's with the bad guy. So they're about to take him out, and what happens? The door crashes. This truck comes in. It starts turning, and as it's turning, who steps out? Singham, Singham, Singham. I just love his entrances. They're so awesome. I love his theme song. Simmba had a theme song that was awesome. I Sooryavanshi has a theme song. Everyone's got a theme song. I got to get a theme song. I got to have somebody write me a theme song. So Ajay Devgyn comes in, starts kicking ass, right? He does that world famous, I'm going to leap, I'm going to come down, and I'm going to smash you right on top of the head. Now the two fight. They put the bad guys down, but it ends up, they don't end up killing the bad guy. They bring him to court. And who is the one that put him away? His mother and his wife, because his brothers who got killed were the ones who did the raping. So because of their stance on raping women, they turned against him. And he gets, I think it was 7 years. And at the end, he goes up to Simmba and says, I'll be back. And Simmba says, I'll be standing right here. And that's, I skipped a big, I didn't say everything about the plot, but that's basically what it was. I liked it. I mean, like I said, his acting was so big for the first half of the movie that it got a little too much, too over the top. But the last quarter of the movie was, I thought, much better performance. I still like this universe. I know it did big numbers. This was a big hit, and the reviews I saw trashed it. For ones and twos, why bother making this film? I'm just fascinated by this universe. because the cops, I mean, that's the one scene I didn't talk about. They want to wreak justice on the two brothers who raped this girl. And like the Singham movie, they create this big ploy so they're able to kill the two brothers. So in this movie, the cops are good. They're noble, but they also break the rules to get the bad guys. And the way that scene played out was pretty cool. But that's an interesting take on these. But anyway, he barely wears this uniform in the movie, but when he did, once he goes straight, once he's going to be a good cop, he opens the door, there's his uniform. He's a Simmba. So I didn't hate it like a lot of people did. I actually enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to another sequel with the three of these guys in it. Akshay and Ajay and Ravneer. I think it's good the way they play off each other because they are different. But I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I've seen all these movies in the Singham universe. I love this universe. Rohit Shetty knows how to direct action and the action scenes. I will say this one other complaint. Compared to the Singham movies, there's not as many action scenes in it. But they are good. There's one scene where he's in the police station and he's beating up all the bad guys, like 20 bad guys, and the other cops want to help, and he's like, and he beats them all up. That's a pretty good scene. So, I like this movie. I'm a fan of this genre. So, thumbs up for me. I don't get all the hate on it, but hey, that's okay. Someone's going to tell me I don't know the culture. I know. But anyhow, so that's it. I'm not sure what the next one I'm going to watch. Like I said, I'm going to do some with the other YKY gang members. So you'll see those, and we'll be dropping them as the month progresses. And then September we'll come back, energized and refreshed with the big show. So up until then, because of all this great content I'm giving you, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you know when these come out. And please smash that like button. It really does make a big difference to the channel in the algorithm. And we can all use a little help, don't you think? Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. And remember, John. Now that's a lame theme, isn't it? That is a lame theme. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Oh my God, I'm getting such a headache from these glasses. Oh.